Hi everyone, it's Bonita from Pennies to Dollars. And thank you for following my channel and my TikTok. I really appreciate that. My channels and my TikTok are all about saving money, living frugally, and then being able to spend the money that you save and that you earn on things that really matter to you instead of the things that don't. I have several videos on how to cut electrical costs in the summer, and I have one that I've done on how to cut your heating costs in the winter. But let's move on to 4 things that I do that I think are 4 of the biggest things that I do to try to save money. And one of the main things that I do is I have the mindset that every little bit counts. Every little bit adds up. Every little bit that you save on energy costs, that you save on food, that you save in any way during your day, each and every day. Give yourself credit for that and notice those things. Notice if you've shut off a light. Notice if you've used trash that should have been a junk mail envelope for scratch paper. Notice those little things that you do that save money. Whether you get a free ink pen at the doctor's office, any little thing, those all add up to something in the end, something that you didn't have to purchase or you didn't have to rebuy. The second thing is I have built an emergency fund. I don't know how much you think an emergency fund should be. It's based on the size of your household and your needs. But my emergency fund would last us probably about 6 months at this point, maybe longer because we're pretty frugal. But I have money that I have stuck back. And the trick to that is you stick it back little by little if you have to, and then you forget about it. An emergency fund to me is a security fund, and that means I don't touch that money. And a lot of people will say, oh, let's use our emergency fund because we need a tire or we need the car fixed. No, I still try to pay those things out of my checking account, out of my earned income, and I don't touch that emergency fund. I keep it at a certain amount that I don't want to go below. And I constantly try to build it a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. And if I have to go down to that set amount, then I stop again and I start building it again. I don't touch that money below it. I look at it as money that I have already spent. And no, it's not spent, it's saved. But that's how I look at it. So if you go and you spend $20 today, you don't get that money back, do you? But if you stick it in that emergency fund, you're tempted to grab that $20 back out. And I look at it as that $20 is spent. It's not my money anymore, and I forget about it. And that, I feel like, is the best way to build some actual security for your family, is to ignore that you have that money in that account. The third way is I use 2 different apps that I feel are the best. And I have used these for a number of years, and I've tried a lot of them. But the first one is the Fetch app, and that's F-E-T-C-H. And you download it to your phone, and you can use my referral code of capital N, capital M, 5, capital J, and you'll get extra points. And you just take a picture of your receipts, and it gives you points for any and every receipt. Gas station receipts, going out to eat receipts, any type of receipt, McDonald's receipts, anything that you happen to have, take a picture of that and it will give you points. And then it has a way for you to choose how you want those points spent. I usually choose to have them spent towards something that I'm going to have to buy anyway. For instance, I have been saving my points and now I'm going to turn them in towards probably Amazon gift cards so that I can purchase presents for my grandchildren for Christmas without spending money. And we all know Medicare premium co-pays are going up hugely in January. So if you are a senior citizen, if you are someone that is on retirement benefits, you have got a huge amount of money that's going to start coming out in January. We don't want to get behind in December. And if you are not retired yet, like me, I have 75 months to go, and yes, I count it down. You do not want to get farther in the hole as you're trying to get debt paid off and get everything prepared for retirement. So this is one of the apps that I use. Again, it's Fetch, and use the referral code I just gave you. Capital N, capital M, 5, capital J for extra points. And you will save up points to go towards restaurant purchases. I've bought my kids jeans, all kinds of things that you can use that for instead of having to use actual cash. The next way is Receipt Hog. And Receipt Hog is another app that you just take a picture of the receipt. So simple. You don't have to buy anything special, nothing. But you do get extra, you get spins that can win you prizes, but you get points anyway, but the spins can get you extra prizes. So you can get extra spins on the Receipt Hog at like auto supply stores and home supply stores like Home Depot or things like that. But anything you buy, you can get points for. And I save that up and trade it in to PayPal for actual cash. And I use that for gas money. And I want to give you my referral code for that. My referral code for that is small h, small o, small z, 98811, and you will get extra points for using my referral code for that. But these are the easiest, best apps I have found. There are a ton of them out there. These are safe. I've used them for years. And like I said, I use the Receipt Hog one for gas money most of the time. I just send it to my PayPal account and then send it to my checking account, and I have extra cash. The next little secret that I have is still work on your decluttering. You would be shocked if you're someone around my age or you're an adult with children. Over the years, you gather so many things that you just cannot believe it. And if you haven't moved in a long time, oh my gosh, those things can build up. And so over time, you have things you don't even know that you have anymore. You don't even know where they came from. There's times I open up a cabinet and find something and I'm like, when did I get this and where did this come from? Let me give you an example. Yesterday I was decluttering the bottom of my cabinet that I use as a pantry. I have thought for a long time it would be really nice to have one of those single serve blenders where you can make like a smoothie or something, but I was not going to spend the money on it. Look what I found. A single serve blender still in the box, brand new. I must have been given it for a Christmas present at some point. I must have, because I didn't buy this and I don't remember getting it, which is the bad thing. And I've never used it. It's brand new. Wish granted. Look what I found. And if I hadn't wanted this, I could have sold it. This is just a perfect example of some of the many things I have found around my house. Things that maybe were on my wish list. Things that maybe I thought I needed to buy another one because something broke and I had another one. Things that I found that I'm like, wow, I could sell this because this has sat here for how long? Didn't know I had it. It's worth something. I can sell this and I've made extra cash. So many ways to save every day and give yourself credit for those things. My newest small way of saving is I make a pot of coffee. I have increased myself to a pot of coffee, not every day, but some days when it's really cold, like today is 38 degrees in Kansas. And then I use this Yeti that I was given as a gift. I didn't buy it. And I fill it up, I put my creamer and my sugar in it, and I use it at home, and it keeps my coffee hot all day. I don't have to run the Keurig multiple times for a cup. I don't have to plug the coffee pot in for a pot and let it stay plugged in. I put it in here and it'll stay about 3 hours, just as hot as it was when I poured it out of the coffee pot, and I don't have to use any more electricity to do that. So give yourself credit for those little things. They really do add up, and they add up into big things. And I've said all along, if you take care of your pennies, your dollars will take care of themselves. I'm living proof. That's how I live my life. That's how I've traveled. That's how I've been to all 50 states. That's how I have put 6 children through college. So those little things really do add up. So thank you for watching today, and I hope that you have a great holiday season.